Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
Maya hummed in satisfaction at the sight of Talia's hair that she parted in 2 neat braids.
All done,
Maya announced. Talia touched the braid that fell over her left shoulder.
Thank you. This looks wonderful.
You're welcome, Maya responded and inched closer.
You have beautiful eyes. Will you let me put some makeup on you?
Talia blinked, unsure how to respond to the compliment or the makeup offering. Seeing Talia's flustered expression, Maya patted her shoulder.
We'll do makeup next time. We need to head out now.
Maya told Damon through the mind link that they stood ready to go, and it took him a minute to reach the hotel room. Damon froze at the door and stared at Talia, who collected fruits, cheeses, and granola bars from the food carts, wrapping them in napkins and arranging them in a paper bag Maya gave her. Eventually, Talia noticed Damon and paused. He didn't say anything, and she squirmed under his unreadable gaze.
Is something wrong?
Talia asked, touching her hair and straightening the t-shirt nervously. Damon cleared his throat. No, everything looks fine. Damon barely registered Maya giggling and patting his shoulder. You're welcome, Maya said to Damon before walking out with, We're going to check out and meet you by the car.
Maya put things in your suitcase,
Talia said.
I hope that's okay.
Damon nodded absent-mindedly.
Can I pack leftovers? There's plenty, and you already paid for them. It would be a pity to let them go to waste. We can have them on the road.
Damon nodded again and gestured for Talia to go ahead. Take your time. We're not in a rush. He leaned lazily on the doorframe and watched her without a word. Talia felt confused. Maya said they rushed and that Alpha didn't like to wait, yet Alpha told her to take her time. But it didn't seem her place to question Alpha or Beta, and she felt grateful that he approved her request, so she got busy. Damon noticed how Talia handled the food carefully. So far, none of the women around him packed leftovers. Of course, Damon had money, so paying for a meal that wouldn't be consumed didn't seem a big deal. But only now he realized how those women took him, and his money, for granted. When Talia finished packing, Damon grabbed the suitcase and headed out, with Talia 2 steps behind him. They walked halfway through the hallway when he stopped abruptly and snatched the bag with leftovers from her hand without an explanation, and she wondered if she should say thank you or not. Talia decided to keep quiet because Damon acted strange again. They sat in the car, and this time, Talia didn't fall asleep. She looked through the window and listened to the music from the radio, occasionally finding something in the bag to munch on. They drove through the night with stops every few hours. Damon felt frustrated. Talia mostly kept to herself, and a few times when she spoke, she talked with Maya. He felt neglected. Damon wanted to hold Talia's hand, or maybe to make her lean on him. But without her dozing off, he didn't have any excuses to get closer without appearing inconsiderate. After the second stop, Caden and Damon switched places so that Caden could get some shut-eye. Damon took the driver's seat, and he looked visibly disappointed when Maya moved to the back, leaving Caden on the front passenger's seat. Maya snickered and spoke to Caden through MindLink.
Can you believe that he seems so prideful that he doesn't want to ask Talia to join him in front?
Caden yawned. I wanted to go in the back with you, but the woman seemed uncomfortable, so...
She wouldn't feel uncomfortable if Alpha Damon asked her nicely to come to the front, Maya responded.
You think so? Damon interjected into their conversation, and Maya's eyes widened in horror while cursing herself for not triple-checking that the mind link stayed only between her and Caden. She scrambled her brain while thinking if she said anything inappropriate. After a few exceedingly long seconds of stiff silence, Maya responded,
She obviously seems interested in looking outside, and the front seat gives a better view.
Damon nodded at this. Why did we stop? Caden grumbled while checking the time. They had a stop less than half an hour ago. Everyone used the restroom and stretched their legs. Unless something went wrong, he should be able to nap at least 2 to 3 more hours. I need to get something, Damon said and dashed into a small store by the road. He came back with a bag of chips and a container with mixed nuts. Instead of going to his seat, Damon knocked on Talia's window. Do you want to sit in front? The view looks better and Caden can sleep in the back. Talia hesitated. Sitting next to Damon didn't seem the most appealing offer, but she understood that it would be better for Caden to rest in the back with Maya, so she agreed to switch places. Maya watched as Damon gave newly purchased snacks to Talia while saying, I feel like eating these, but my hands seem busy driving. Can you feed me?
Don't you remember my hand?
Talia asked Damon and showed her bandaged wrist. That applied to using utensils. You can put food in my mouth, right? Maya couldn't believe that Damon acted this cheeky, but it confirmed that Damon wanted to be close to Talia. Caden didn't miss this exchange. He pushed himself forward, sticking his head between Damon and Talia. I want to have some also. Caden opened his mouth wide, waiting for Talia to put some chips inside while ignoring Damon's glare. Don't you need to sleep? Damon grumbled. If you feel energetic, how about you drive some more? It's just one bite. Why do you make it a big deal? Caden asked innocently, and his eyes flashed in approval when Talia put a handful of chips in his mouth. Thank you. Caden mumbled his thanks to Talia before leaning back into the seat with a big grin on his face. Stop feeding him, Damon said impatiently to Talia and then glared at Caden. That's for me. His expression softened as he turned to Talia. You can have some also, if you want. Maya and Caden exchanged knowing looks. It didn't seem uncommon for Damon not to share, but he seemed willing to share with Talia. And it looked like Damon felt more upset that Talia fed Caden compared to Damon losing his snacks.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.
The sun rose from the east when our group of 4 reached their destination, and Caden announced, Home sweet home! Welcome to the Darkhaulers pack, Talia. Talia observed the dense forest through which the road snaked, and Caden slowed down the car as they passed through a town. This is Darkburn, Maya said. Every person living and working in this town belongs to the Darkhaulers pack. Talia nodded in understanding while observing the residential buildings with nice backyards that gradually turned into densely packed 2-story-high buildings. We're getting closer to the center of the town, Maya continued her tour. The 2-story-high buildings had various shops on the ground level. Talia spotted a bakery, a coffee shop, a clothing boutique, a shoe store, a restaurant, a butcher's shop, a tattoo parlor, a bookstore. There seemed something for everyone, and quite a number of pedestrians filled the sidewalks. On the left, the road opened into a wide street, and Talia spotted a cobblestone town square with a clock tower in the middle. There stood trees and several benches, and other than a coffee shop with outdoor seating, Talia also saw 2 street vendors. One sold popcorn and the other ice cream. Based on the number of people there, it looked obvious that the town square served as a popular hangout spot. We'll have a fair in 10 days, Maya explained when she saw Talia's eyes lingering toward the town square that now fell out of sight. There'll be music, performances, sweet treats, and everyone will come. You'll love it. Talia smiled a little. She never attended a fair, and she couldn't imagine how it would look, but it sounded fun, and based on Maya's words, it appeared that Talia could go as well. After leaving the town, they drove for another few minutes before stopping in front of a large 3 stories-high building that the forest surrounded.
This is the pack hospital,
Maya said.
When you finish with the checkup, you'll join us at the pack house. I'll ask Stephanie to prepare something tasty for everyone.
Talia didn't know who Stephanie seemed, but she understood that this marked her cue to leave the car. Talia felt surprised that Alpha Damon alighted the car as well. Make sure her room looks ready, Damon told Maya through the mind link.
Where will she stay?
In my old room on the 3rd floor, Damon responded. Maya didn't think much about it.
Okay.
Maya turned to Caden and asked,
Which one represents Alpha's old room?
It's across the hall from his current room. Why? Caden responded. When Damon became the Alpha, he moved into the master bedroom that his parents occupied previously.
He just told me to make sure that room looks ready for Talia.
Caden smirked. So, he'll put her in a room that sits right across the hallway from him. Maya shook her head.
What does he think? If he wants to hide that she represents his mate, he shouldn't keep her on the floor that belongs to the Alpha. No outsiders ever stayed there before.
Caden chuckled. He probably knows that he should get Talia to stay like any other single Omega, or at least on the 1st floor with Stephanie. However, the bond messes with his mind, and he's not thinking, because the only thing on his mind involves wanting to be close to her.
No way,
Maya felt confident.
Damon seems clueless about romancing a woman, and that woman seems petrified. The only way to win her over involves moving slowly. If he goes his usual Damon on her, she'll run away.
Do you think he'll let her leave? Maya didn't have an answer to this question, but Damon wouldn't keep a woman against her will, right? Talia, this is Dr. Travis Arzt. Damon introduced the doctor who expected them. He represents the best doctor around. Talia watched the tall blonde man whose friendly smile reminded her of Olivia, and she wondered if all medical people had that comforting expression that made one believe everything would turn out all right. Dr. Arzt bowed his head submissively. You flatter me, Alpha. He turned to Talia. And you are?
Talia, Dr. Arzt.
Please, call me Travis. Dr. Arzt represents my father, and when someone calls me like that, it makes me feel old.
Okay, Travis.
Talia agreed, and Damon felt irked that she agreed so easily. He remembered how much she hesitated to address him as just Damon. If I understood correctly, we need to give you a full checkup. Please, step inside, and Jill and Kathy will help you change into a hospital gown. I'll join you when you're ready. He gestured toward the door on the side that stood open, and Talia saw 2 women waving at her. Talia glanced at Damon, who gave her an encouraging nod. This will take at least 1 hour, Alpha, Travis said to Damon. Who should I notify when we finish? Damon frowned. He didn't feel happy that the doctor sent him away. I'll attend the exam. Travis looked visibly confused. Does a reason exist for it? Damon scrambled how to answer this and not to say something like, I want to make sure you keep your hands to yourself. But how could he explain his need to stick to Talia without revealing that she represented his mate? Someone treated Talia poorly, and you represent a stranger. I want to make sure she feels comfortable. Travis nodded knowingly. I understand your concern, Alpha, but she seemed fine so far. Jill and Kathy know what they're doing. What? Damon roared, and Travis shrunk, unsure why Damon flipped from polite to raging within a split second. The Alpha's pressure felt suffocating. Damon grit his teeth. I need to take a look at her wounds. Please, wait outside. Fine. I guess I'll wait. But I'm not happy about it, Damon said sternly. Travis looked flabbergasted. With all due respect, Alpha, I represent the doctor, and she needs an exam. I'll appreciate it if you step outside and let me do my work. I'll keep your words on my mind and minimize her exposure. Does that seem fine? Damon nodded stiffly. Anything else I need to know? Travis asked, seeing that Damon didn't leave. I think that she doesn't have her wolf. Travis thought about how that made sense. That would explain the bruises. Don't worry, Alpha. This doesn't represent my first time examining a person without a wolf. I did my residency in a human hospital. Eventually, Damon left Travis's office with, "I'll wait in the hallway." Travis gave Damon a strange look. Shouldn't Alpha seem busy? Damon had a reputation as a workaholic, yet now he would dawdle in the hallway for at least 1 hour. Travis guessed that Talia represented someone important. Maybe she served as a spy or a relative. There existed no other explanation why Alpha would bring her here and wait for her personally.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.
Pocket FM. To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.